All right, everyone, welcome to the channel. Night two of WrestleMania 42 is in the books. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh already. I want to, like I don't have sponsorship, but you know how I like to joke around. Tonight's podcast in WrestleMania 42 night or 42 night 2 review sponsored by Cookout. Great milkshakes and sweet tea. Mm, great sweet tea. Hello, Jeremy. Welcome to the stream. Everyone that's following in, please do me a solid and hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed WrestleMania 42 Night 2 tonight, and just thumbs up for me personally. Appreciate you if you do. W night, yes, it was a very W night. So I just want to point something out while we get people to follow in before I start talking about the matches. One, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, four. All right, four, six, four, six, seven, five. Out of the 13 matches, I was 7-6 as a whole. Um, don't know what I was thinking. WrestleMania as a whole, yes, but more people are going to enjoy and rewatch night two than anything. But I was 7-6 with my predictions. Felix, my great co-host, that we will have a podcast this upcoming week someday and everything. Well, I mean, to me, I thought Punk should have. I still think Punk should have won, but the Rhea one I feel silly about more than anything. But Felix, he was 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. 12-1 Felix was with his predictions. The one that he didn't get right was Randy Orton. How crazy is that? W for Felix for being 12-1. That's what I thought too. Um, night two. Before I even talk about any matches, night two was a lot better than night one in my opinion. Even though I still enjoyed myself with night one, but I enjoyed myself more on this night two, and I felt like I knew I was going to, but just because of how the matches were and everything. So I said this last year. I think I said this since 40. Since Triple H has taken over and with WrestleMania, they need to balance out the matches better. Like both nights need to feel really good for the most part, not just night two. Hmm. I've seen parts of the post show. I did not see that part. Um, People that follow in and everything, if you want to give your opinions on night two and WrestleMania as a whole, leave it down in the live chat section and we'll chat it up about it and everything. Please hit that like button. That's the only thing I ask for. I'm not even asking you to subscribe, but if you do, that gets me closer to my goal of 1,000 in the near future. So I do appreciate it if you do. But hitting that like button means the most to me because it reaches just the audience a little bit more and maybe get some people in here that never been in here, might never be in here again, but helps it out just a whole. I remember the days of WrestleMania ending at 6 over here. Still weird when it ends before 3. Dog, how do you think I feel? I literally took my time getting home with doing stuff like playing with my one of my best little buddies, Jared, and he loves WWE. Um, Literally did a whole play wrestling match with him at their house and everything. Went to get food, slowly did that, went home. Dog, it's not even 11 o'clock here. And I've been on the review for 7 minutes now. Feel like both nights could have added an extra hour to give each match some time. I do agree about that. But it is what it is. I think that's going to be the big overtake of this WrestleMania is they should have added more time to some of these matches. So, um, Hulk Hogan, my gosh. While y'all were getting that in the international crowd, I was getting ESPN ads and stuff, not no Hulk Hogan, brother. Didn't get any of those ads. like we need to see the slam over and over again. But man, let's get into night two. The show started with Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar. Um, hmm. You know, mm, mm. I always knew the end was near for Brock. I don't think it's his last match yet, unless he told them, you know what, this is my last hurrah, and and it's been reported by PW Insider or somebody, I forget if it's another side, that Brock wanted and picked Oba for the WrestleMania match. Like, if Brock picks you, like Rock did for Brock at SummerSlam, Brock did that for Oba. Now, maybe not in the quality top match that Brock and Rock had at SummerSlam, but it showed in a big moment that it was probably it was a 5 minute match. And guess what? I enjoyed the hell out of the 5 minutes. Um, Personally, I think if that's his last match, I'm completely fine with it. In a group with friends and everything and deciding, and I really Summer uh, Summer knows how much Brock has like meant to me, like personally, like because I've always liked Brock. Brock is like one of the first people that I've always liked, like even when his first run and everything, like I was young, but yeah. My only thought is that's the only way they can have Brock as a face against Gunther, but I doubt that. I think he's done. I hope not. Yeah, I hope not. Um, I think he needs one more match, and I wouldn't mind it being with Gunther. Those two could tear the house down. And honestly, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I I can I can definitely tell. I think they did. Um, I can definitely tell I'm in my feelings a little bit because I don't think a lot of people don't realize this unless you go back to my playlist through my podcast, my Twitter, my YouTube, my podcast used to be Team Lesnar podcast when I started. Now that was a long time ago. I don't think people understood that my Twitter really started as a Brock Lesnar like post. Like I just post about Brock all the time. I don't think people understand that. Like Brock is a huge, yeah. Brock has been a huge part of me as a whole, and so. But I do hope he has one more match because I think he does deserve to go out as a face. I think he would want to. Um, and I want to see one more badass performance that's at least 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long, and do it at SummerSlam. I really hope that's not. I mean, he received a boost, but guess what? Taker did that, like you said. Mm, but that's a wow. 9 years is just crazy to me. But we'll see. I enjoyed this, and you're talking about. I hope people realize this. I really hope people realize this. When when Brock picks you for a WrestleMania match and everything, and basically lets Oba destroy him for all of this build, and turns out in the match it doesn't even matter. Oba literally looked like the most $1,000,000 man ever. Made man all the way tonight. That's what Brock Lesnar did for Oba Femi. In some scenarios, Brock might be selfish and stuff, but when he sees a star in the making or someone that's young that's definitely going to be the future, Brock knows how to put people over. Did that with Cody Rhodes. Put Cody over. I just don't understand the notions of that. You might not like the guy personally because of allegations and all that, and I get that. But in ring, if you can separate that from in ring and the storytelling and stuff like that, selling, Brock is legit one of the best, and he will forever be one of the best when it comes to that. But passing the torch for real, Brock did so much for Oba tonight, and it happened in within 5 minutes, and that's it. Paul Heyman is great with his facial reactions, always. 6-man ladder match. Brock is one of the goats. I do believe so. Might not. Some people might not agree with that, but I truly believe that. 6-man ladder match. The second match on ESPN. Don't know if my dad watched this, but I told him you need to watch these first two matches. They're going to be good. It's going to be on ESPN. I never tell my dad to watch wrestling anymore. Used to back in the day with me. He didn't message me, but I'll probably talk to him about it and see if he did watch it. But this ladder match, haha, 15 minutes of fun. That's all I can describe it. This was a great tone setter for the rest of the night when they got onto ESPN Plus and off of ESPN as a whole. How old do you think he's going to go to wrestling? Like, how long until Dom retires him? Because we know that's what's going to happen. I'll say this: in a ladder match, when you got 6 people and everything, you want all 6 people to get their stuff in. God, Saudi being his last match. Mm. Personally, as a whole, I'd hate to retire at Saudi. I'm sorry. I hope he can wait till 44 when it's in the States again, or not in Saudi at least. Um, when you have a ladder match like this, 6 competitors, everyone's got to get their stuff in, and I feel like they did very much that. Um, Javon had the OG cutter. Rusev had the Iganagi slam or whatever onto the ladder. JD had the Spanish fly off the ladder. Penta had the amazing Mexican Destroyer to JD. Um, yes, and bro, it looks so clean too. Um, you had Ray spot on Rusev where Penta helped him out, and I was like, okay, that was neat. Ray did bump his head on the announce table though. I did see that. I was like, hope he's okay though. Um, like most everyone got their spots in this match. I feel like it was like crazy good. This was a fun ladder match, and man, it's good. It's good to see that, and I think Penta being the one to win and retain was the correct move here. Penta can do so much more with the IC title, and I think I think having him drop it close to SummerSlam might be the move. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? I'm glad they didn't put it on Javon this early as well. I do think we know it's going to come eventually. In the near future, somewhat soon. But glad they didn't do it tonight though. The third match was Trick Williams with Sami Zayn defending the IC title. This is when I was like, ah, damn, they could have added another about 4 or 5 minutes to this match. We're gonna say that about almost a lot of these matches. Like, I think Rhea and Jade could have maybe went another minute or so, but I think Rhea and Jade was actually fine with the match with the time. I think Sammy and Trick could have went another 4 minutes or so, and it would have been fine. Um, but we didn't do that. WWE said, "Huh, what? Did you say 4 or 5 more minutes of ad time?" Huh. Yeah, I think WWE thought that we wanted 4 or 5 more minutes of more ads than match time. Um, yeah, the ladder match didn't have a problem with it. Brock and Oba, they could have went another minute or two, but I wasn't mad that it was short. I think Trick and Sammy needed more time, and Rhea and Jade to me felt like a perfect time because I think everything went smoother than what most people would thought, and yeah, I am glad that Trick won. Seems like we're going to a Sami Zayn heel turn. I mean, that's what it seems like, but because he definitely played the heel in this match, and he did heelish stuff. I thought he was maybe going to haluva kick one of his parents at ringside. Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad if they did that and he retained. So, I mean, kind of interesting, I guess. Um, but this is what doesn't make any sense to me. If you wasn't going to have Sammy retain, why couldn't have Carmella Hayes been in this match? That is my big gripe about the match overall. Is it could have been longer, and why? Hello from Cindy, Australia. Oh my gosh. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. So why couldn't Mr. I Don't Miss Mello not be in the match if you're going to have Trick win the title anyways? I mean, you could have just had Mello. I just like to subscribe. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Um Why couldn't you have Mello be the champion going into the show and have Trick be the new champion like that? I don't understand. I don't know. Who knows? But my only gripe is Mello should have been in the match, just like everyone has said, and this match could have been longer. But don't mind it. Trick is your new United States champion, and he's definitely going to be playing as the babyface. So Finn Balor, the Demon, versus Dominic Mysterio, street fight. How's your night going, bro? Pretty good. I cannot complain. Hope yours is doing good. Just talking about WrestleMania as a whole. Wrestling. I don't know if you do. I don't know what I was about to say there. Um, this match with Finn and Dom, I think it was all right. Nothing that I'm going to rewatch. Lil Yachty might actually stick around with Trick a little bit. Like Lil Yachty actually makes sense as a celebrity person on the show. Like Lil Yachty actually enjoys wrestling and is a die-hard fan. So, and he just fits the bill to what Trick Williams wants to be. So, yeah, it's 1 a.m. In the afternoon. Oh yeah, it is in Australia. It's 11:03 p.m. here. So, um, I think Dom and Finn could have went maybe a little bit longer. The match was good for itself. It's nothing that I'm going to go back and be like, oh damn, I gotta watch this again. I'm not going to do that. But also, I feel like minus the main event and maybe Rhea and Jade, depending on where that story goes. I think they got the winners right on all these matches. The Rhea and Jade one, I'm not really mad with. I think Punk should have won, but feels like they want Roman and Cody as the champions for the Street Fighter movie coming out. I Yeah, Finn's entrance was amazing. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. My favorite WWE guy is The Undertaker, but I don't watch WWE though. I don't blame you. I mean, it's hard to stay in touch with all of the wrestling if you're doing other things and etc. It's just one of those things that I do keep up with. That's the only reason I have a YouTube channel. So yeah. Um, but the match itself was all right, but it was the right winner. Glad the Demon Finn Balor won. Co-main event: Rhea and Jade. I'll be the first one to tell you. My expectations for this match was so low that you can't even see my hand on the screen anymore. Yeah, I got to go, man. Nice chatting, bro. Have a good one. Okay, have a good one, man. You can't even see my how low my expectation is. Like I did not have big expectations for this match. And I will say this, I enjoyed myself more than what I thought I would. I think this was Jade's best match in WWE ever. And I think that's a credit to Rhea Ripley than anything. Rhea is so good ring wise that it brought out the best of Jade. No, that's still probably one of the worst women's matches I've seen in a while. And I thought we were going to have that with Rhea and Jade, but it was not like that. So crazy to me. Um, I had a feeling when I saw the baddies, the Beef Hab and Michin, Mia Yim come out. I said, "Oh, here comes EO for the save." and they played Io's music for a pop that she deserves. She rightfully deserves to be on the show, but wrestling, but she wasn't this year. Still wild to me that they couldn't fit in a Asuka and Io match on Sunday somehow. You're telling me that couldn't have been the first match on ESPN Plus and the third match overall on the show? Okay. I mean, we ended the show at little after 9:30. I like the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for doing that. So, Io and Asuka should probably have been on the show, but whatever. I digress. Um, Rhea's reversal she did into the Riptide was so clean and so nice. Very good. Yes. They countered each other's finishers so well at the end. Love that. Very good ending. And to a solid match. Jade's best match in WWE. But Rhea is your new women's champion. We'll see where we go from here. I mean, we'll see. I mean, she's technically would be on SmackDown now for sure. I know she's been on SmackDown, but she's been on Raw and SmackDown. Now I think she will be on SmackDown full time. So what? Who does that take to go to Raw? Is that going to be Jay going to Raw or what? Someone's got to go to Raw now. They'll figure it out per a trade or something. So, but very good match between these women. Main event time. CM Punk defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the Tribal Chief, the OTC, the head of the table. And his theme song is back to the original one. And that is Roman Reigns. He faced off against Roman Reigns in a hell of a main event. Very good main event. I predicted Jade based on the fact that I thought they'd build to a Bianca match eventually. Then Bianca made her announcement on Saturday. I think most of us thought about that too. If we knew Bianca was pregnant for sure and didn't think that she might have been, then I think we would have all predicted Rhea to win for sure. This main event was when when you when you have, and I don't care what anyone says, don't care. Night one main event is not the true main event of WrestleMania. Everyone knows night two main event is the true main event of the entire weekend. So when that happens, you know Roman and Punk has got to go all out. This was the definition of WrestleMania main event. I tweeted that out. That's the definition of what you want your WrestleMania main event to be. WrestleMania 40 was the last true main event that we were like, you know what? That's really good. I know that's just a few years back, but that was really good. Overbooked, but it needed it. This didn't need to be overbooked. It wasn't, and guess what? Probably the best match of the year, easily by far. Yes, when you're thinking, man, I really hope a match doesn't have any interference. When they both went down with the clothesline, I said, I know I'm not about to hear, oh, it's me, Oos, or it's us, Oos, or whatever version of the Usos music comes on. I'm thinking, I hope I don't hear that or I don't see them. Well, I'm gonna get to that point. This match is going on. Still steps being used. Are we not disqualifying people for using steel steps as a weapon now in a normal match? I'm kind of confused by that. Ref got the tribal payment, Oos. Must have, Oos. The tribal bribe. Oh my gosh. Even though I'm wearing a Roman Reigns shirt, old Roman Reigns, the big dog era Roman Reigns. I was pulling for Punk tonight to win. I'm gonna say this. I don't care. We'll see how it goes. If Roman does show up more often, I think he should. He's the world champion. Sorry. I don't care what any Roman Reigns fans think or other fans that think different. If you're going to be a world champion, one of the world champions, women, men, I want you on the show more frequently than anything. You're the world champion for a reason. That's who people come to pay to see. Perform, talk, whatever. So I do hope that what he said on the post show is correct. And we better see him more often. He wanted, yeah, I seen that. He wanted to make the island or whatever. He wanted to make WWE feel like the old WWE when he was champion. Well, we want you to show up. So you show up until your reign is over with. Then you can take a good little break, Mr. Reigns. Like you're gonna have to balance out with the wife, with the kids and everything, and say, look, this is on me, I gotta show up. Not saying don't be with your kids and everything or take a week off, but we need you on the show more often if you're going to doing that. This match was very good. The match of the year for WWE. Um, I mean, they might be the side plates might be Street Fighter logos. Who knows? Who knows? Um, Throughout this build, you have Punk literally carrying this build. By the way, by lot. Saying Roman's not showing up, Roman can't do it by himself, blah blah blah. Roman's big rebuttal, the only rebuttal that everyone remembers is you're old. You're gonna run out of gas eventually. Well, it's simple storytelling that the words Roman used and the storytelling came to fruition tonight. Punk literally beating up Roman and everything. Does a GTS, falls down, tired as a dog, and Roman lays on him because Roman is literally Roman is literally like passed out from the or knocked out from the GTS. Punk goes to pick him up and literally falls down in exhaustion. Simple storytelling. Roman said he was going to be gassed out. He would be tired. He's too old. And what happened? He was too damn old tonight. I mean, I don't think it's the best of lines that Roman could have used when Punk said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to bury you next to your father." But yeah, Roman said he was going to be too old and gas out, and that's what Punk did. This was very good and delivered in all aspects. I don't care if you don't like Roman being part time. Hopefully, he'll be more or less part time in this run. I don't care if you don't like the man's Phil Brooks or CM Punk, the wrestler. This was a very great main event. And when you have a very amazing and great main event like this, it makes the people more enjoyable and excitement for what's to come. And it really helps that WrestleMania Sunday was very, very good as a whole to me. So I want to say this. Thought WrestleMania Night 2 was great. Um, if I am going to give WrestleMania a rating, I'm going to do that next week with Felix. I'm going to do that next week with Felix. I'm gonna hold that until next week. I'm gonna let this WrestleMania simmer and give my rating on WrestleMania next week with Felix. Probably either sometime between Tuesday and Thursday. One of those days we'll probably do it. So, but thank you, Roman and Punk, for a great main event. This was a great night too. So I can we'll see how they follow up tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. I'll be watching it after work. Unfortunately, I wish I was. I wish I was watching it live, but it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're watching live or on demand and you haven't hit that like button, greatly appreciate it if you do that right now. Um, if you want to subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. Since WrestleMania week is over, this upcoming next week, I'm back with Universe Mode, back with my Rise. Took a week or two off from Universe Mode, a week off from my Rise. So So those are going to be back, and those have done really good numbers as videos. So I do appreciate y'all watching the videos. In the past, my video wise, it's been and but it has been good. Um, Universe Mode, my full on Big Show. I think in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I will be starting that up. I've been doing TKW lives. The big episodes will be out probably and are out and live and going live on the channel in about 2 or 3 weeks. So now I can focus and yeah, focus on doing content. And I relaxed this week because I did a live stream and then I did 3 live streams this week, all about predictions and then the shows last night and tonight. So I took a little break off. I did not slam myself with stuff. So hope you guys have a great one. Um, and we'll see about Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. This was a great Sunday, WrestleMania Sunday, and Roman Reigns is your new World Heavyweight Championship. Take a second, everyone, and you gotta acknowledge him.